elegant weapon for a more civilized age. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
When you think of Star Wars, you most oftentimes think of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and recently Rey and Kylo Ren. But most of the time when you think of all these characters and you see them, they have in their hand their lightsaber. But why do some people have different colored lightsabers? What exactly do they mean and signify? Canon explains that the lightsabers turn the color of their users' force powers and turning red if they are forced to bleed by the Sith. However, in Legends, the crystals were awarded to users based on skill and their color preference. All lightsabers start with a colorless kyber crystal, and kind of like in Harry Potter, how the wand has to choose the wizard, the crystal and the user have to be compatible and match. If it's a match, the crystal will make a soothing hum. If it isn't a match, it will remain frozen. The crystal only takes on a color once a bond between the crystal and the saber's user has been formed during the creation of the weapon. So what exactly do all of the colors mean? We'll start with the first lightsaber ever seen on screen and the most common, blue. Making its debut in Star Wars A New Hope, blue is the lightsaber color associated with the Jedi and is the most common color. It's most common because it's symbolic of guardians and protectors of the peace. These Jedi are known for their bravery and righteousness. Star Wars canon hasn't explained yet how a Jedi turns his crystal blue other than a result of the spiritual alignment. Blue is used by basically a young Padawan before they exhibit their favorable force powers. The most popular wielders of the blue lightsabers are Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and of course, Luke Skywalker. The next color is green, the second most common lightsaber and the color associated with those who are extremely powerful with the Force. Used by Jedi counselors, these users had a different Jedi view. These users are those who prefer negotiations instead of using their saber. They value concord, harmony, are helpful, cooperative, spiritual, and demonstrate goodwill. However, if they needed to use them, they were extremely deadly as they fought not only with lightsaber skill, but with the Force as well. The lightsaber would turn green when a youngling progressed and started owning their own force powers. Most popular users of the green lightsaber include Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, and later Luke Skywalker. The next color is purple, an extremely rare lightsaber used by the Jedi. The purple lightsaber wasn't actually supposed to exist. Samuel L. Jackson requested a purple lightsaber because it was his favorite color, and mine also, but he requested it so he could stand out in the movies and George Lucas said yes to him. It hasn't yet been explained how Mace Windu made his lightsaber, but in the expanded universe, it indicated moral ambiguity, uncertainty, and reconstruction as purple is a combination of red and blue. Therefore, it represented that the user showed an affinity with both the light and dark side of the Force, using the dark side of the Force and attacks to defeat the dark side. The user can turn the dark side energy around him or her towards their attacker. We first saw it appear in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, used by Mace Windu. The next color is yellow, not as rare as purple, but extremely rare nonetheless. Yellow lightsabers were used by Jedi scholars and Jedi Temple guards or sentinels. Now, there is no canon or explanation as to how a Jedi turns his saber yellow, but those who wield a yellow lightsaber seek a balance between the consulars and the guardians, a balance between blue and green, and also wish to educate themselves on other more practical aspects of life such as tracking techniques and espionage. The yellow lightsabers actually didn't belong to any specific guards, but were passed around in between them. When a guard would relieve another guard of duty, he would take the lightsaber that the previous guard had, and then when that guard was relieved, he would give it to the guard who was relieving him. The yellow saber was used by Jedi guards and sentinels, Asajj Ventress, and now the most famous yellow lightsaber wielder is Rey, which we saw her yield at the very end of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. The next color is red, the lightsaber color of the Sith and dark side. No lightsaber crystal is red to begin with. In order to turn a lightsaber red, one must make it bleed against its will. Unlike the Jedi, who share a connection with their crystals, with these crystals then changing colors, the Sith are unable to discover a connection with them, and thus have to employ other methods to build their lightsabers. This method is the bleeding process. The bleeding process consists on pouring all of their hate, fear, anger, suffering, and other negative emotions into the crystal, causing it to bleed and turn red. The most famous red lightsaber users are, of course, Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and of course, Kylo Ren. The next lightsaber color has an extremely interesting story: white. Ahsoka Tano wielded a white lightsaber in Rebels, and in the Ahsoka novel, they explained how she came to get the white color. As explained, if you heal a red lightsaber, reversing the bleeding method caused by the Sith and freeing the saber of its pain, it will turn white. Ahsoka took a red lightsaber and freed it of its pain, turning it white. Ahsoka is famously known for wielding not only one white lightsaber, but two. The last color we're going to talk about is orange. As far as an orange lightsaber from an actual kyber crystal goes, not much is known in canon. The newest addition to Star Wars canon on orange lightsabers comes from Jedi Fallen Order. The color was revealed as a pre-order incentive for the game, so there's no backstory to it. It is said, however, that orange lightsabers are used by Jedi who swear an oath not to use them unless absolutely necessary. And there is the theory that a crystal turns orange at a failed attempt at healing a red lightsaber that was forced to bleed, resulting in not a white color, but an orange. So those are all of the lightsaber colors explained. If you had a lightsaber color, what would it be? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you can get more superhero content. This is Warren, and as always, thanks so much for joining us here at Superhero Central.